Hey guys, I'm Taryn Ryder, and I have a very special guest with me here today.
Ned Vizzini, author of It's Kind of a Funny Story.
And?
Contributor to the book, The Girl Who Was on Fire, which is all essays about the Hunger Games.
And you bring up one very interesting point about reality TV, so let's just get to it.
My essay in the book is about how, on reality television, genuineness is what is most valued. Reality TV, it's been around now for 20 years, so we can't say that it's a fad anymore. And going back to the real world and to the word real, what you want to be on reality TV is real. You can't be fake. Nobody likes anybody fake on reality TV. You know, Carrie Underwood won American Idol because she was a real American girl. Yes. And similarly, Katniss, she's a hero in the Hunger Games because of her realness. You know, she volunteers to go into the Hunger Games to save her sister. She's not practicing like the other tributes. So it's her genuineness that really makes her a heroine, and that's what my essay is about.
What do you think about Peeta? Because in the Hunger Games, we see a lot that she can't tell if he's genuine or not. And there's this whole back and forth in her head, but how do you think he comes across?
I think Peeta comes across as kind of the genuine option versus Gale, right? Who is has a little more artifice to him, and it's the tension between the two that really makes the books work as a trilogy. Sometimes you can't tell when someone's really genuine, and I think a lot of readers look at Peeta and they're not sure, and that connects with their own lives, and that's why they love the character.
Well, and then in the end of the book, we realize that Peeta is the one who's had the same feelings all along.
Right. And
Katniss is the one who can't figure out, and was she just playing it for the games? What do you think?
That's one of the really interesting things about the Hunger Games trilogy. By the end of the third book, Katniss doesn't know if she's real or not anymore, because she's much more than just a girl from District 12. Now she's a figurehead, she's leading a rebellion, and she's constructed this personality that she has to maintain. Just like we all construct our personalities on Facebook and Twitter, right? We all have our persona that we put out there. So I don't think that Katniss is not real, but I think by the end of the trilogy, she's had to build herself up so much that she's not sure where she ends and the image begins.
Yes, absolutely. And so within the Hunger Games world, the actual games, that is the reality show. Yeah,
I mean, the Hunger Games is a reality show.
About as real as you can get.
It's very real, and in some ways, it's similar to American Idol. You know, it's incredibly popular. People forget American Idol is the most popular show on television.
Right.
And in a twisted future, I could see people watching the Hunger Games. You have to remember that people used to love gladiatorial combat, and I grew up with a show called American Gladiators.
Well, it's technically forced upon them, but in our reality, everyone just seems to be choosing to watch the reality shows.
It's fun. I mean, the human drama is there, and when you watch a reality show, you don't watch it because the people on the show are particularly skilled or the best at what they do. You watch it because they're real people and you want to see them mess up and make mistakes. And the Hunger Games just takes that to the level of we also want to see them get killed. And that's
right. It's also interesting. I actually just watched an interview with Liam Hemsworth, who you all know plays Gale, and he was asked what his thoughts about reality TV were, and he hated it. He hates it. He basically says that he thinks it's everything wrong with our society. Would you agree with that, or do you think that obviously it's here to stay, that maybe it says more about the people who are choosing to watch it?
I enjoy some reality television.
Okay, thought so. Good, me too. Real Housewives, I'm sorry, I even like that.
I enjoy some of the reality cooking shows, like Chopped is a fun one. I feel like it's a little bit silly to come down on reality television as a whole. First of all, a lot of it is written now. At the end of it, you see writer credits. So the line between unscripted TV and scripted TV doesn't really exist anymore. And secondly, there's genuine drama in reality television, like there's genuine drama in sports. You know, you want to see what happens to these characters, and in that way, it's similar to reading a book or to watching a movie. The drama is still there. I'm not a snob about it.
All right, good. That makes me feel a little bit better. So do you think that potentially we could, you touched on this before, but do you think we potentially could get a real life Hunger Games reality show in the future?
I feel like we could go anywhere in the future
Yeah.
if we're not careful. Absolutely, if we devalue human life to the point where we think it's entertaining to see kids fight on TV, it's a slippery slope. It doesn't happen all at once. But, you know, I see the slippery slope that leads from Jackass to the Hunger Games. It exists.
Right.
Do I think we're going to go there? I think that people have enough of a moral core to prevent us from going there right now.
Yeah.
Could we? Yeah, sure, we could. That's what makes the books fun.
Okay, going back to thinking about what we're going to actually see on the big screen, do you have any predictions of, you know, while the reality show Hunger Games is going on, do you think we're going to get a lot of cutaways to the people watching it? Do you think we're going to get their reaction to this, the actual people of Pan Am?
I think we'll see some shots of people watching the games. I think that it's always fun in a movie. Sometimes it's fun. It's not always fun to do anything. Sometimes it's fun to see through a screen and see what's on a screen. You're in the audience, you're watching a screen anyway, but now you're watching a second screen. I think we'll get a couple shots like that. But I hope that the core of the movie stays with, you know, the reality, the moment-to-moment fight for survival.
But also, to what we were just talking about, it'll be interesting to see district by district if the people are enjoying the show or if, you know, they have horrified looks on their faces, because probably around the Capitol we know they're going to be loving it, but are they in District 12?
Well, people who know Katniss aren't going to be enjoying it that much. I think if the movie wants to challenge the audience, they'll show everyone enjoying it, because that's the dark secret behind these games. Everyone enjoys them, and it might be kind of a cop-out if, you know, the evil rich people are watching and they're having fun, but the people in District 12 are worried with tears streaming down their faces. I think some of the people in District 12 might like watching the Hunger Games too.
That's what I'm going to be really curious to see.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. Tell our viewers where they can catch you.
You can find me at nedvizzini.com, or just look me up on Google, because there's more than enough stuff about me.
Well, thank you so much for coming by, and be sure to come back to CELEBUZZ tomorrow for more of our 100 Days of Hunger Games celebration.